Ooh, Helping Hand. This might kill Maractus though. Greetings everyone, Spartan here, coach of the Victor Velvet team. Welcome back to YCL VGC. We're at week 4 going up against Big L, coach of the Midwest Maw Isles. Now last week I was a bit down, I do apologize on that. I'm a bit better now, but it's still a bit rough, so bear with me with my overall uploads. I'm doing the best I can. It's a bit rough, but I'll still pull through. And last week it was not an easy matchup. I'll tell you what. The matchup against Kiwi was a bit tough. Surprisingly enough, didn't bring his restricted mon, but we managed to pull through regardless. It was pretty much a long game overall. So I do apologize on that. But hopefully this week it'll be a little bit shorter. Fingers crossed. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about what my opponent has and we'll have to deal with. So, I'm going to be honest, his team, nothing but threats. So my opponent's team consists of Indeedee Female, Arcanine, Milotic, Terrakion, Escavalier, Obstagoon, Aerodactyl, Alcremie, Executor Alolan Form, Stunfisk, and the restricted mon Calyrex Shadow Rider. Now, I do think that Calyrex and Indeedee are being brought here. The offensive pressure that Calyrex has, provided with the support that Indeedee has with Helping Hand and Follow Me, can be very problematic, as well as the Psychic Terrain being immune to priority attacks and also providing that extra Psychic boost for Calyrex Shadow Rider to do a lot of damage with its Psychic moves. I do think Arcanine is being brought mostly as like a defensive structured mon. It is very strong and probably a physical set of Arcanine, but we'll see. I don't know specifically if like Alcremie is being brought. Like, I really think Alcremie could be brought with Decorate, because Decorate allows you to get a +2 in special attack and attack onto its own onto a target. So they can go onto Calyrex Shadow Rider, or let's say Terrakion or Milotic or anything on their team. They get a nice offensive boost. They can provide that good offensive pressure for mons like Calyrex, or even defensive mons like Indeedee or Milotic to do a lot of damage. So it could be brought. Another mon I could see being brought is also both the rock types, Terrakion and Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl more of as a support type because not only I think it gets Tailwind naturally, but it also can have Wide Guard, which is something that I have to be very mindful of. It has really good speed. Also, it has a nerf, so I have to be mindful of that as well in this matchup. Terrakion, very threatening. It can be very offensive, or it can even provide a little bit of support in coaching. It is fast, so it can be able to provide that quick coaching onto the defensive mons, or even onto like Arcanine or Aerodactyl. Well, I don't know about Aerodactyl per se. Well, it could, but we'll see. I definitely see Milotic being brought here because of how threatening it can be with competitive ability. I do have an Intimidate mon, so I have to be very careful with that. Honestly speaking, I actually have a fear that it would be a Adrenaline Orb competitive set that would probably sweep my team if I'm not careful. I mean, some of the other mons, I like Escavalier, I don't see him being brought because I have so much fire type pressure. Provided with like Entei, the Sun, Mons have Weather Ball and whatnot, so I don't see Escavalier being brought at all, despite being like one of the better answers to Clefable in this matchup. I don't see Alolan Executor being brought here. Sure, it can provide the Trick Room. Sure, it can provide get that bonus in the Harvest ability when the sun is up. But I just the typing itself, I don't see it being brought. And due to how slow it is compared to all the other Mons, I don't see it being brought as a Trick Room user. Sunfisk, I don't see it being brought at all. Sure, it has good cover, like good way of controlling speed with Electro Web, but at the same time, I have a Groudon. I'm not really trying to outspeed too much, so there's almost no point in bringing Sunfisk, especially since Groudon can pretty much beat a Word's Stunfisk pretty easily. And I'm a bit iffy about Obstagoon. Like, I could see it being brought as like a Defiant set. So once again, Intimidate, getting a nice little +1 in attack. But at the same time, I don't see a real good reason to bring it. Like, I don't have a strong, like, Ghost type. I mean, I don't even have a Ghost type, so there's almost no point. And my Psychic type is take neutral to Dark type move, so I don't see Obstagoon being brought. It could be brought over like Aerodactyl or Alcremie in that little last spot, but I'm not sure. So overall, I definitely see bringing Indeedee, Arcanine, Milotic, Terrakion, Calyrex Shadow Rider, and the last Mon can be up for grabs. It could be either Alcremie, Aerodactyl, or Obstagoon. I don't see the other three being brought. So, enough about that. Let's talk about the team that'll be bringing here. So to start off with what I'm going to be bringing, I had to play it very bulky. I had to play it the same way I did last week, where I provide a good amount of bulk to my team while providing some decent offensive pressure. So first up, I went ahead and got Groudon with the Assault Vest set going on with Precipice Blades, Heat Crash, Rock Slide, and High Horsepower. I have High Horsepower just in case of the Wide Guard from Aerodactyl. I'm not going to touch Aerodactyl with High Horsepower, but you know what I mean. I could have went for Stone Edge, but I think Rock Slide's still fine, even with the Wide Guard. I could probably play around it, so I'm not too afraid about it. Running enough attacks so I get able to do tremendous damage with Precipice Blades. Precipice Blades is like one of those moves that is either super good or you miss and you feel so much pain on the inside. But hopefully we won't have to deal with that. But yeah, with the Assault Vest and the natural bulk that Groudon has, I guarantee survive a Choice Specs +1 of the Calyrex Shadow Rider's Astral Barrage. Luckily. Like, if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be running this set. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too afraid of being like outsped by most of his team. I come to terms with this team that it's like you either run a good amount of speed or you don't bring speed at all, and just go all bulk, which isn't bad. I don't mind it, but I this is the reason why I really need to change up the team, because it's I don't like the speed tiers that I have. Like, I'll work with it for one more week, but after that week, I will definitely make changes. I might not change too much. I want to make sure I have at least like 2 or 3 changes just to help provide that natural support that I really want on my team with Groudon. Look for those changes after week 5. One more week with this team, and then there are going to be a little bit of changes. Anyways, next up, bringing Zapdos with the Charty Berry. I know I'm dealing with 2 unnerved users, but I think Charlie Berry is fine, especially against Terrakion. If I don't have to deal with air, because Aerodactyl doesn't do too much to Zapdos, because it probably might provide like the support. I mean, it'll do a good amount, but I'm not getting like O-code by it unless it is Stone Edge. And I think Rock Slide is needed against me to at least provide that nice little flinch that's outspeeding everything on my team. So I'm providing it a lot of bulk, but enough offensive power so that I can able to do half against Terrakion, so that my partner Pokemon right beside Zapdos can finish taking it out, just in case if it's like the Beery Berry or Rosalie Berry? One of those, the other... Well, let's check it right now. Yeah, Rosalie Berry. Okay. Alright, it's Rosalie Berry that I'm thinking. Alright. But yeah, I'm running Detect, Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, and Roost. The reason why I'm running Detect is because it's more of an interesting strategy to have when you have to deal with Pokemon with potential Imprison moves, with the move Imprison, which kind of locks down those potential like Protect sets. But I think Detect is really nice. It doesn't have too many PPs. It only has 8, so keep that in mind. I have to use them sparingly, but hopefully I don't have to use it too much. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the concept. I'm able to do so much to Milotic that it has to either go for like a recover or it has to switch out. And since I don't think my opponent is bringing Stunfisk, electric type moves is pretty free here. So I'm not too afraid about that. So next up, I'm bringing my ultimate counter to Calyrex Shadow Rider. This is honestly the best mon that I have to deal with Calyrex, deal with Indeedee. In fact, this is the reason why I drafted Duraludon, because of the Follow Me shenanigans and the also Rage Powder as well. Is the ability Stalwart. Did I pronounce that right? Stalwart. Anyways, the ability is really good. Like I feel like Duraludon is super underrated in Series 10, and I am looking forward to hopefully using this mon a little bit more if I can, depending on how my trades go. We'll see. But yeah, it's the reason why I wanted to draft Duraludon, and I think Duraludon's matchup is really good. So it has Circuit Meteor, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, Steel Beam. I'm running enough speed, so I guarantee outspeed, max speed, Calyrex Shadow Rider. Timid. But I don't think my opponent's going to bring max speed, but they should have enough HP. Because surprisingly enough, if it doesn't have any HP investments, Dark Pulse guarantees KOs Calyrex Shadow Rider. And even if it has, let's say, max HP Calyrex, Dark Pulse still has a chance of KOing. And even then, it's like you have to still deal with my next mon, even if you do try to KO Duraludon. So it's like I'm risking. My opponent is risking not only getting O-code if it's like max HP, having the chance to get O-code, but you have to deal with the potential chance of flinching and also potential crits. So anything can happen here with the Dark Pulse set. I mean, I'm still hitting the psychic types really hard, especially Calyrex. So that's looking pretty good. Steel Beam is to hopefully nuke a potential like Spadef Alcremie. Like it nukes it. I really want to use Steel Beam one of these games, and hopefully I can get it into this match. Fingers crossed. Well, Flash Cannon is really nice against Aerodactyl and Terrakion as well. Just or Steel Beam if I want to, but I have to be careful with Steel Beam. Once I use it, I lose about half my HP. It's like a mind blown, but single targeted. And then, of course, Draco Meteor, because gotta drop a Draco every now and then, right? Yeah. Anyways, moving on. I'm bringing Clefable, which is the next one I was talking about. I think Clefable is going to be key here. Running Leftovers, Unaware, Follow Me, Moonblast, Moonlight, and Calm Mind. With Calm Mind up at least once, I can able to wall a lot of the special attackers. And with the bulk that I have in defense and HP, I can able to handle Terrakion fairly well. Like, unless if it's some sort of choice ban, Stone Edge with a crit, then yeah, that's when things go south. But hopefully we don't have to deal with that. Yeah, I'm not. A Calm Mind initially was a filler move, but then realizing how beneficial Clefable can be in this matchup, I think Calm Mind is nice. I'm not using the mice for that. I'm not doing it again. I don't want to do it again. I'm trying to get flashbacks. Oh. Anyways, moving on. Maractus. Initially, I was gonna bring Cherim because of its ability with a +1 in attack speed def when it's in the sun on the field. But I want to deal with my Logic. Because my Logic is going to be a problem. I'm going to say this right now. So I'm running Rose Incense with Grass Knot, Spiky Shield, Synthesis, and Acupressure with the ability Storm Drain. With Storm Drain, I'm getting a +1 in from water type attacks, and I am guaranteed to ignore the damage from water type attacks with a +1, and able to take care of my Logic with the Grass Knot. And Grass Knot pretty much guarantees KOs Terrakion with the Rose Incense. Spiky Shield is nice because I can get a nice chip, and also, of course, as I mentioned before, Imprison. Synthesis is nice because of health recovery, and then Acupressure is just a filler move. I never knew that Maractus could learn this move, so this could be a potential I could able to use for Acupressure on Groudon, because remember, Acupressure allows you to get a +2 on either the Pokemon itself or its partner from any of the stats. That includes evasion and accuracy. So if I can get an accuracy boost, I can land all my Precipice Blades without worrying. Or I can get a potential +2 in attack, so I can do tremendous damage with Groudon. Or I could get some nice but def bulk, and able to tank and destroy Calyrex Shadow Rider and any potential special attackers. But yeah, that's pretty much Maractus. I do survive a Astral Barrage, not boosted, by, well, Life Orb, it has a chance, but without Life Orb or Specs, I guarantee survive a neutral hit, modest Astral Barrage and Psychic. But anything else, I mean, like, but if it's like +1 or something like that, yeah, Maractus goes down. But it's mainly as a defensive check, hopefully, against Terrakion. Now, the last one is Mantine. Now, initially, I was going to think about bringing him on top without, like, Intimidate, but it still felt weird. It felt really weird with a non-Intimidate him on top, yet him on top is okay in this matchup. It's not great, I'm going to be honest, because of Indeedee and Calyrex, but I think White Guard is necessary in this matchup. So, since I know that my opponent isn't going to be, for sure that my opponent isn't bring Stunfisk, because there's almost no reason to bring Stunfisk in this matchup, I'm bringing Mantine. Sure, I'm risking the potential Rock-type mons to destroy Mantine, but remember, I have Clefable. I can deal with it. And also, I also have Wide Guard, so Rock Slide isn't a problem. I'm running Skull, Tailwind, Wide Guard, and Roost with the Mystic Water and Water Absorb ability. Mystic Water, in the sun, I guarantee I do a good amount of damage. So I'm not being screwed over by the sun too much. And surprisingly enough, with this calc, I am guaranteed to survive any hit from Calyrex Shadow Rider as long as it's not Psyshock. Like, even a +1 choice specs, I still survive. Like, I'm surprised how bulky Mantine can be in the Spazep range. I mean, base 140 is nothing to scoff over. With the base 85 HP that could be usable, it's really good. I'm surprised. Tailwind, I can get a nice slow Tailwind if I wanted to. Because it'll still survive a hit, and I can get a Tailwind up for like Groudon, and even Duraludon, if need be, against like Scarf Terrakion, or even Zapdos getting that speed boost. Like, most of my team could benefit from the Tailwind, so I'm looking forward to using Tailwind. You're probably wondering, why aren't you using Icy Wind? Because, once again, both Obstagoon and Milotic. That's the reason why. Wide Guard is going to be cool, pretty clutch, I'm going to be honest, because it just it'll has to force my opponent to pretty much play the way I want to play. And then Skull is nice for damage, for potential burn, and Roost for recovery. So, this is like my best answer to Milotic, per se. So, we'll see how things go. So, that's about it for me here. We'll see how this battle goes. And without further ado, let's jump into the battle. This is week 4, going up against Big L, coach of the Midwest Mall Isles. I'm a bit better, but I don't know if I could be able to battle this game. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I had an idea of how to approach this game, but it's like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay. Let's do this. As I expected. Arrow. I was thinking about bringing White Herb, but it's just Calyrex, man. Let's bring in Duraludon first. Clefable. We'll have Groudon and Maractus in the back. Unless... Do I bring Maractus? Let's just bring Maractus, just in case. I think it's safe to go for the... I don't know if the arrow is sashed or not. Let's just go for the flash cannon into arrow, and then we'll just go for the follow me. I am physically defensive, so whatever they go for with Arrow and Arcanine, I should be able to take it. And faster. It is not sashed. Awesome. It's actually special. Okay. Oh, that was a crit? That crit may make a difference here. Here comes the Calyrex. Alright. Alright, I'm actually going to switch out Duraludon into Groudon. Yeah, I will do that. And then I really don't want to stay in. They're gonna go for the flamethrower. I think I need Clefable more than Maractus, in my honest opinion. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's just do a double switch. I was thinking about running Protect on Clefable, but I changed it for Calm Mind in the end. I try to do that more often. Ooh, Helping Hand. This might kill Maractus though. Oh, it KOs Maractus for sure. Alright. I want to double check on my calc. 100% sure. KOs. Against calc. Let's see, I'm just double checking. Okay, no! Okay, I was about to say. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Press with Blades here, and I am going to go for the Dark Pulse into Calyrex. Switch out Calyrex. Brachion? Indeed. KO. Goes with a Willow on Groudon, that's totally fine. Struck a berry. Doesn't take much. I actually want to switch out my Duraludon into Clefable here. No, not Groudon. Key Groudon and go for the Press with Blades. And I'm gonna go into Clefable. Flamethrower. Into Clefable. Does KO. Ooh, actually, that's actually good damage. I'm actually in a good position. It depends on if Calyrex has protect. I shouldn't die to I shouldn't die to Flamethrower here. I am Assault Vest, but we'll see. I'm gonna go for the higher horsepower into Arcane 9. And go for the Dark Pulse again into Calyrex. Alright, I'm faster. No Fairy. No Sash. Down goes Calyrex. Ultimate tech to deal with it. Alright, Flamethrower into Groudon. We don't die. And we land the high horsepower and win game 1. So fantastic first game. Well, not fantastic. I think I messed up a few parts, but I think I pulled through. Definitely shout out to Duraludon really picking up 3 KOs in this. Well, no, 2 KOs. Sorry, on both Aerodactyl and Calyrex. So that's really good. Now my opponent should really be careful with Duraludon. Don't know what kind of set that they brought those for. What were the last two again? Milotic and Terrakion, if I'm not mistaken. My opponent should bring Terrakion this time. Ideally, we'll see. They should bring Terrakion for sure. Just bring the Fable. The Fable and Duraludon seems like a good lead. Because I could just Draco if that's the case. And then have Groudon, and this time Mantine. I don't know, I'm really risking it with Mantine here. But I think this is the best way I could do this. Alright, well, let's see how this one goes. Like, Dragion can be a problem. Depends on what kind of set it is. If it's Scarf, oh man, this is going to be a tough one. Milotic and Arcane. Groudon KO Arcanine, like a defensive Arcanine. With Draco, not really. Sure. I am gonna Calm Mind on Clefable, and I'm gonna switch out into Mantine. Awesome. We get burnt, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. Icy Wind, that's fine. Go for a Calm Mind here. Alright, I think it's good to Calm Mind one more time, and then we're gonna go for the Tailwind. Turns out Calyrex. Goes for the Scald, that's fine. Heating it up. Go for the Tailwind here. And I'm now going to start clicking buttons. My low tick, I honestly don't care to a point. So I could just focus on the Calyrex here. I am going to go for the Moon Blast here into the Calyrex, and I am going to go for the go for the tech, the Wide Guard tech.
Nope.
But it failed. Skill swap. Oh, that did a lot. Swap? Totally fine. It's not the end of the world if I get burnt here. Go for the Moonblast here. And we will Wide Guard one more time. I have to respect it. Stable. Okay, that's fine. I'm still gonna tank the hits. In fact, I could just go for double recovery here. Moonlight and Roost. Shout out Calyrex. Send out Indeedee this time. Why did skill swap fail? Well, that's what I want to know. Rain Dance. Okay. I did just go for another Calm Mind. Go for Calm Mind and then go for another Wide Guard. I'm surprised my opponent did not bring Terrakion. a lot more. Nothing stopping me from going for another Calm Mind here. In fact, I could go for the attack now. I mean, I'm not afraid of attacking. I'm not going to get too much health back with going for the Moonlight, but I think getting a little bit of health back is nice. And then we're going to go for the Scald into Indeedee. A lot, especially with that rain up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna switch out Mantine, and then I'm gonna switch back in and then I'm gonna go for the Moonblast. Moonblast into Indeedee, and then I'm going to switch out Mantine into Groudon. Just to reset the weather. So the revealed 3 attacks so far: Scald, Icing Wind, and Rain Dance. Still go for the Helping Hand. Now that since the sun is up, it's not going to do too much. That did nothing. And KOs Indeedee. So I think it's either Arcanine or Calyrex comes out here. Arcanine, alright. So for here, I'm actually going to switch out Groudon back into Mantine. I think that's the safe play. Moonlight here, and then let's switch out Groudon back into Mantine. That's the Mantine holding the fort down this matchup. Nice, let's go. A little bit of recovery back from that. Get some healing back up to near full. A burn chip. They're pretty much back in action. Let's just go for the Moonblast into... Let's go for one more Calm Mind. And then we're going to go for the Scald into Milotic so we can start chipping down Milotic with a potential burn. A Fable the wall. If we can get a burn here, that'd be nice. Yes, we do. Alright, so we can now start chipping down Milotic. Not gonna lie, I was initially thinking about the Fable being the weekend of the team because of the just not being as great as Clefairy, but not gonna lie, Clefable's actually putting in work, either as an offensive or a defensive check. So now it's safe to go for the Moonblast here. No, actually, it's best to recover. just in case of a potential crit. And then we'll just Scald into the Arcanine spot. And they're just doubling up on Clefable here. A good amount. I mean, we are Mystic Water, so we're not losing too much damage on our Scald. I'm surprised they didn't bring Terrakion in the second game. Like, Terrakion just clicks buttons, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, let's go for the Moonblast. And then we'll go for Arcanine. They're just trying to break Clefable here. How much does this do? It almost KOs. So now Mystic Water Scald should KO Arcanine, and it should be like a 1v4. Like, even if they go for the crit, I'm not gonna be KO'd. Go for the Moonblast into Milotic. And Scald into Arcanine. Why did they switch out Calyrex? Let's switch out two Calyrex here. I don't know if Scald KOs here. Doesn't. We do get the burn, so. Down goes Milotic, and I think this is game. Please. I'm actually gonna go for the Follow Me here. Just to prevent from getting disabled again. And they'll only be able to disable the Follow Me and not my single attack. Yeah, Follow Me, and then we're gonna go for the Scald and take out Calyrex and put ourselves into a 4v1 position. Even if they go for Astral Barrage, yeah, disable. Yeah, they'll only disable Follow Me, so we're good. For Flamethrower, trying to go for the crit again. They don't get the crit. Go for Scald, taking out Calyrex. And manage to pull through. Somehow. Alright, so we'll just double up onto Arcanine, call it a day here. There we go. They were not able to break through Clefable here. Shout out to Unaware for actually helping me out here. And shout out to Mantine getting 2 KOs in the end. So GG's to my opponent. Yeah, Clefable saw a beast. I'm surprised they didn't bring Terrakion. Like, if they brought Terrakion, I think the game would have played a lot differently. The reason why I didn't bring my him on top is because of my Lodic. I had a feeling that it was some sort of like competition with like, I mean, what's not competition, competitive with what, Adrenaline Orb, and then that would have been a big, huge problem against my team. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm glad I didn't bring him on top here. Yeah, finally got Duraludon to do some work as well. Yeah, there's that.